Okay, so earlier on we went through, on one of the other videos, setting traps. So when I was setting the traps, we had 3 different positions. So if I was here and I was out of range, so there's the out of range position, Kojak's just going to be my target for this one. If I step in, now I'm in teasing range with a traditional guard. So from this position I come back out. If I was smart and I went in with a traditional guard, Kojak shouldn't react to it. If he reacts to it, I can pretty much do anything that I've practiced from that position. So I've got all my shots, if that makes sense, yeah, coming through. So from here, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to step in with a traditional. If I step in with a traditional guard, Kojak's job is not to do anything, and I step back out. If I step in and I drop my lower guard, so what I'm doing now is I'm setting a trap, yeah? So from here, I'm setting the trap this way. That will cause Kojak, there's a big opening here, so he's going to lunge in with the back knuckle, with a half step, and then he's going to go back out again. We both come back out. So I'll show you that one again. So I go in with a low, and I get hit, yeah? And it's very specific. There's an order, there's a sequence to the movement. So the sequence is I go in with my hands up, nothing happens, and I come back out. I go in with a low guard, Kojak realises the guard was low, and he goes high, and then we come back out, yeah? So it's not that he knows that's coming next, he's really going to wait and watch for the correct application of his attack. So from here I'm going to go in, he spotted it's normal, I come back out. He spotted it's normal, I come back out. He spotted it's low, then he attacks, and we've got to come back out, yeah? The other one, if I had the high guard position, so I'm going to go from here, I'm going to step in with the high guard. He's seen the guard is high, so he steps in, and he pivots through the reverse punch, and then I come back out. So we're just going to show you this a couple of times, nice and slow, and I'm going to do it in any order, yeah? So I've gone in with the high guard, he hits low. I've gone in with the low guard, he hits high because that's where the opening is. I go in with a traditional guard, he doesn't do either, come back out. Go in with the low guard, he hits high. I go in with the high guard, he hits low. So he's waiting for my signal before he does his attack. And this is the basis of it. Once we've got this and it's drilled in, then it creates a quicker way to react, so it's giving them the action. However, if we go one step earlier, above, we're going to set the trap and we're going to use the trap. So from this position, what I'm going to do is if I step in here and I come back out, that's just teasing. So I could do that quite a lot, and then I'm suddenly going to set the trap. So I'm going to move in with a lower guard. Kojak would do his attack, I would get my block, and I've got a counter jab to the body or a counter jab to the head. The other one I've also got is the block and the counter back knuckle to the head for point fighting. So I've got 3 options on this one. Best thing to do is stick to one to start with and build it up. The jab to the body, they use it in points fighting a lot, but I've never really done too much damage with a jab to the body. Yeah, so I prefer the back knuckle to the head or the jab to the head as well. But for the purpose of the drill, it works fine for the reactions of setting the trap. So from here, I'm going to come in with the normal. He doesn't do anything. So he spotted that it's there. If he does do something, he's silly because he's going to get hit with something pretty easy from there. Yeah. So this time I'm going to come in with the low guard. He's gone high. I've got 1, 2, or 3 this way around. Yeah, I'm going to show him a little bit quicker. So I'm going to do 3 in a row with the low guard. Kojak's going to react, and then I'm going to hit back with my counter attack from the set of the trap. So it's here, this way round, here, and here, this way round. Again, concentrate on the order of the sequence. So even though it's done, he knows I'm coming forwards, he's going to wait until he clearly sees that the guard is down, yeah? So I'll show you it again. Literally, imagine it's like playing catch with a ball. I've got the ball, I have to throw it, he catches it, he's received it, then he throws it back. It doesn't go sort of the ball's crossing over or both at the same time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 this round. So here I move in, there's the first one. So he saw that my guard was low, there's the second one, there's the third one. And again, we're not hitting each other, we're drilling it for a response. It's the correct response. I'm going to be more concerned about power later on, but it's the correct response is what we're looking for this way round. So, the last one, I'm going to step in with a high guard. He's going to lunge for the big opening here. I'm going to block down and out, and I'm going to strike back with my own reverse punch and come back out. With this one, you can use a small foot movement of the back leg. So I'm going to step in with the high guard to buy myself, if this is going to hit me, I might need to buy myself time to move slightly back and across to catch. It depends whether they're bigger than you, the same size, or smaller than you. So it's the three considerations. So if I'm here and I come in, here, or if I'm very quick, I can work it there, but it's in, and you're showing them that opening to catch back this way round, yeah? So the whole drill looks like this. We're going to go nice and slow for you. So if I go in with a guard, there's no response, which is good, that's what we want. If I go in with a high guard, there's a response. If I go in with a low guard, there's a response. I go in with a high guard, there's a response. I go in with the normal one, go in with the high one, response. So you can see we're both playing a game now. Kojak's got to pick the correct response, and I've got to do the correct counter, setting the traps, yeah? Very, very important. Remember the distance, out of range, in range, or if one of us takes our foot back, so if Kojak steps back, now we're in teasing range. I'm teasing Kojak, or Kojak's teasing me, so around. So 3 traps, 3 counters, different ways of doing them over ranges. Very, very important to follow the sequence. So we're going to give you a quick demo. We'll probably do 10 or 15 of the setups with the traps. So I'm going to set the trap and I'm going to make use of the trap. You can also set the trap to deter from them setting a trap, or you can use fakes, but again, that's a bit more complicated. So what we're doing here, I'll just run you through the 3 things again. So we're working from out of range into teasing range with fixed positions. A low guard would cause Mark to instigate the back knuckle, which would allow me either the cross palm block with the jab to the body, or the jab to the head, or to trap and fire back with the counter back knuckle. This way around. If I go in with the high guard, so I show Mark the high guard, it causes him to throw the reverse punch, and I reverse punch counter this way around. If I go in with a traditional guard with both hands here, and I come back out, it means he won't actually react. Yeah. Sometimes the guard isn't very clear, so it needs to be very clear. There's a big opening here for Mark to hit. There's a big opening here for Mark to hit. And the clearer we can sell it, the better it's going to work for us as well. So from here, we just do about 15 and we'll see. So first, and then we reset to make sure we've got the correct distance again. If that happens, just reset, that's really important to keep an eye on, and then we go again. This way around. And this is how the drill works. One side goes, other side goes. It's beneficial for both sides. Remember, it's taking turns. From this position, if I go in first, I'm giving Mark something to react to. He waits till he gets the correct shot back, which is perfect. He's thrown the right shot, so he steps in, he throws the shot. We come back out. What he doesn't do is he doesn't move until he's certain. And then this will help you program the correct responses. If I go in like this, and he's not certain, and he throws a reverse punch without checking first because he rushed, then he's no good and he can get hit back, yeah? So if I go in and I've got it here, then he waits, he makes sure he knows the response. Do not move unless you're certain. This way around. It's a very good practice for the purpose of fighting as well. Okay, that's the demo, and practice it as much as you can.